Hey up Leeds, my name is Hazel Millichamp and this is the Light on Leeds podcast. I don't get huge amounts of feedback on the podcast and I quite often question whether or not I'm broadcasting to myself, but this week I had a Twitter message from Paul who is moving to Leeds from Redcar, and Paul said that the podcast is helping him to get to know Leeds, which is just such lovely feedback for me to hear. Good luck in your new job, Paul. This week's guest is Masato Jones, who was born in Saitama near Tokyo, Japan. He graduated from Central St Martin's in Womenswear in 2009. In 2011, he developed his own label, Masato. His designs have been worn by Beverly Knight on a 2011 tour with gowns and outfits made specifically for her. He has a shop on Thorntons Arcade, which you should definitely go and check out, and he was a brilliant guest. I think you'll enjoy this episode. Check it out. On this episode of the Light on Leeds podcast, I have got Masato Jones, who's connected to speak to me. Hello, Masato.
Hi. Hello.
Thank you so much for connecting to speak to me today.
Oh, not at all.
So, Masato, you were born in Saitama, near Tokyo in Japan.
Yes, you're the first time they mentioned my hometown.
And you graduated from Central St Martin's in Womenswear.
Yeah.
And what was it that led you towards doing that course?
Well, when I first came to UK, I wasn't really planning to study anything. I was just curious about living abroad, and then I kind of found out St. Martin or art history or culture here, and then I was quite fascinated. Art is much more closer to your lifestyle here now in UK compared to Japan, and then I got really into it. And I always wanted to do something with using my hands, making or crafting something, and the fabric was always something that I've been always comfortable with. So yeah, I started like foundation course, which you experiment your artistic mind, and yeah, then gradually women's wear is slightly more. You could do slightly more something more than menswear, I found. So yeah, that's why I kind of applied for women's wear there. Yeah.
And you also, a couple of years later, you developed your own label called Masato.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, when I was in uni, I took gap year on my third year, and I went to a work experience. I found really interested in making side of it. Of course, my university course was all about designing, how to develop your design into a garment. So I just wanted to create something within my design a bit by bit, even make it well or not, but I had the idea of what I want to make, and then I kind of start understanding of making. So it's just gradually try to make my design into garment. That's why the our label started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was that quite daunting to start out on your own in that way, or were you sort of ready for that step?
It's because how we started was not like a joining the fashion week or something. So it's more like an organic way to me to more like a start, someone like artist, someone start painting. For me, more like a me start making. And then of course, if someone wants it, I'm happy to sell, or if someone wants something special, then you know we could talk about it. Then I could make it. So I think for me wasn't that much pressure to have your own label. It's yeah, more like a start painting, like start
Yeah.
making. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. And I read on, I've read somewhere about you that your designs were worn by the singer Beverly Knight when she was on her tour. That must have been a fantastic job to get.
Yeah. Um, it was, well, for me, wasn't like, I took it not like a job, more like a very lucky opportunity project to have. Um, well, my garment was in a shop, like our friends had a shop, and then she passed that shop and she saw the dress on the window, and then they said that she came in and they're asking about this dress, and then she bought it, and then they gave her the information about my label, my company, and then later on she was in touch, and then yeah, once she got in touch, it's kind of very quickly everything was happening, and yeah, it was like my first time, um, like a working with a very well-known artist. Um, it was very, it was really nice because she's really nice lady, and working with someone like her, it kind of a lot of um, positive energy from her, and yeah, I really enjoyed. And then yeah, she was really lovely.
Did you have to work quite closely with her then, Masato? So I imagine, did she sort of, did you have to sort of go through designs and the look that she was after and things like that?
Yeah, well, it's because um, I think people like her, she knows um, w- she knows how to work with creatives. So um, I have experience with other people, and then these people really don't tell you exactly what to do.
Yeah.
So they are more looking for the what comes up uh, from this, person or creative, creatives. So yes, we had the brief meeting, what kind of things she's looking for. Then after that, I just start draping on the mannequin and taking pictures and send it to her, and then she say, "Oh, maybe this, maybe that, and then maybe shorter, maybe longer." So wasn't that very not so specific design from beginning, more like a developed design to the end, and then of course we did the fitting to make sure they fit well, um, and also she's going to be on the stage. You know, a little dancing going on. So make sure the dress is um,
Make sure that she can
make,
move in it.
yeah, make sure the fabric wise, we kind of decided to use the slight stretch fabric, and also to make sure the like not breaking up on the stage. That was a slight worry when she was invited us to see the her show, and yeah, when she was on the stage with that dress, I couldn't really concentrate. Um, just to worry about the dress was stay on her. Nothing happened. Yeah.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. And so at the moment, Masato, you have a shop in Thorntons Arcade in Leeds, is that correct?
Yep, yep.
And so what led you to Leeds? How long have you been here?
So in these, we moved um, um, April this year, and then we opened our shop mid-May. So well, it's still 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's like a 5, 6 months baby there still.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
how's everything going?
Um, well, I'm not sure because I did. This is my first time to have a shop, and then I'm not entirely sure I'm doing well or not.
Oh,
And so, but it's very um, yes. I'm seeing all a lot of people coming in, and then already have opportunity to make someone's wedding dress
oh wow.
and dress for birthday party or um, yeah, the shirts. Well, because I do quite a lot of men's shirts. I've been making quite a long time, and it's still um, we've been doing our online shop quite a long time, and then our repeat customers knows I could do they fit because we I normally keep all patterns for each customers before, so they came back with saying, "Oh, I like the fit before. Can you make same again but in a different fabric?" So that kind of things always happening. So yeah, but the shop is yeah. I like seeing people face to face, and then I could get immediate reaction from customers. You know how much they like it, or and then the feedback is always helpful to make something uh, for the next or make it better. Um, so yeah, yeah, I love it.
Oh, good. I'm
I
glad.
enjoyed it.
And what made you decide to open your shop in Leeds in particular? Was there a reason?
Yeah. What the in Leeds?
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, we've been to we went Scotland, and I had a job in Brighton, and we visited Manchester and Liverpool, Newcastle, York, and I felt Leeds quite comfortable. And I know that Leeds has High Street, the big High Street with the nice arcade,
Yeah.
and but um, I found that the people here um, dress quite um, personal, um, and then styling is quite something that I'm kind of after. Um, so, and then Leeds feels like a small village, not a small village, like a big village.
Yeah.
Everything quite compact, and then people visit in the city center, but doesn't spread so much because everything happening in the middle of it. So when we saw this space in Arcade, Thornton Arcade, which is quite center of the city center, so um, and then my shop has another two floor, first and the second, and the first floor is quite good space for me to work, and then which was kind of we were looking for. So yeah, the fields and then space was quite right. So that's why, and then my partner's family is here, so it's
Oh, right. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
And can you tell me a little bit about the memory bears that you make?
Yes. So, well, we start memory bears here. I wasn't really doing it before, but it's because having the shop, we like to have a personal relationship with customers and face to face. And um, we had a couple customers came in when we kind of we opened the shop, asking about a memory bears, and then of course we didn't really we are not really ready for it, and then we said, well, we could make it, but we don't really have anything to show or what kind of shape could be. Then my partner uh, kind of saying, well, I think we should just get you know the bear to start and see how it goes. And then first one made, and then we put it on the website, and then also the social media to just to say we started making bears, memory bears for you, and then yeah, suddenly we got kind of a lot of response from it.
And what is the idea behind the memory bears?
Well, I think it's more like a personal touch. Um, it's because everything, even my shirts and garment and dress and everything, is handmade by me.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of the memory bears. We receive the anything quite emotional garment from customers, and then we treat it like we receiving some treasures, and
Yeah.
then making bears. I think it sounds right, what we do, what we want to do here in the shop. So
So the idea is that if you have a garment or something that you can no longer wear or something that reminds you of somebody,
yeah,
yeah, and
yeah,
then they can bring it to you, and then you can make a beautiful bear.
yeah,
I think that's
um,
such a lovely idea.
yeah. We had it already. Yeah, that's, we already made some bears, and we have now elephant and then penguin ready.
Oh wow!
So yeah, they have a tough choice
So
to.
you started developing a zoo now of memory animals.
Yeah, well, I love animals. I tend to draw animals for my t-shirts and sweatshirts print, and yeah, well, yeah, yeah. If I have a more time, yes, I like to have the zoo section in my shop. Yes.
And you've also been making beanies and scarves for homeless people. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we've been doing this support for homeless to the like donating the beanies and scarves to homeless support organization. Um, so people buy beanies online or shop. Well, more like online, and then we donate one beanie to a homeless charity. We've been doing this quite a long time. Um, it's just something that um, me and my partners always yeah wanted to do. I mean, more like, I'm not sure this wanted to do. It's more like naturally came up. Um, you know, it's something that we are happy to help, and if if the people gets better even slightly, then we are very happy, grateful that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. Like if you can help in any small way, and it's a lovely way to help to make something
Yeah,
warm and comfortable for people.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's uh, it is very hard for them. I mean, we we went to well, I think a few years back, we joined in the tea and coffee walk around when, in London when we were there, and then asking people there on the street, if they want coffee or tea or biscuits, or
Oh,
we brought the spare shoes, sweatshirts, or socks and everything. Um, so I got chance to talk to them. Um, yeah, it's you. Well, you could get real answer why they are there, and also you know how what they need. Um, yeah, yeah. Sometimes they had very deep personal reason for it. And even for them to have a chat with someone is like it's a nice thing. It doesn't mean that I'm saying you should talk to them. Sometimes you don't know, you know so don't do that. But um, yeah, I had the opportunity walk around with other people, um, and then yeah, talk to them. Yeah, and then that kind of opportunity always makes me want to keep doing this thing until things are much more better than better. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, of course.
yeah,
And so you've not lived in Leeds for very long, but I'm still going to ask you the three questions that I ask every guest. The
yeah.
first one is, what would you say, Masato, is great about the city of Leeds?
Oh, hmm. Um, well, most of customer coming in saying it's lovely to see independent shop in Leeds.
Yeah.
So I like to I like to think myself to be the like comeback independent crazy creative person opening the shop in Leeds to encourage the other um, um, and creatives to join us, or even like if we could expand our shop,
Yeah.
then we could you know help other creatives to exhibit their work in our shop. I found it is quite difficult to promote yourself if you are artist. It's just a different brain to use. So, and yes, we had the experience to, uh, we had the time to struggle to do that. So, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
great. And if you had to choose something, what would you say is not so great about the city?
What leads?
Yeah, something that you think is not
Need
brilliant.
a bit of time to think. Not great. Um, oh, hmm, not great. Um, I can't really. I don't have. Well, hmm, not great. Well, some people say it's quite. It takes time to get in city center by car.
Yeah, yeah. I hear that a lot.
Yeah, I see a lot of car park in the city center, which is great. but to get the city center, people say it always takes time because they need to. It's always traffic to get city center is quite tricky,
Yeah.
and these days, like the road is all like making new stuff going
Yeah.
on, and then two ways into one way, and then
Yeah.
and then you need to go round, round, round to get here on this, and that's why so I think that's the bad thing.
Yeah. I hear that quite a lot. And
Yeah,
if somebody had lived in Leeds for a very long time, would you be able to tell them about something that you found that you would say is a hidden gem that they might never have heard of? It can be anything.
in Leeds.
Yeah.
Um, I'm still here, quite sure, and I always stuck with my atelier, so I haven't really expanded too much, but um, well, I could introduce our neighbors in a Thornton Arcade.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes, we have in the arcade. We have a coffee shop and barbers and the leather shop and the hairdressers and jewelries and everything in a Thornton Arcade. So um, and then we and the skate shop as well. Yeah. And then
So if people are listening, they should go along to Thornton Arcade because there is you and all of your lovely neighbours and
yes,
all lovely independent people doing great things.
yeah, they are all independent shop and they are really nice. And then we help each other. So just say hi and checking how are you. The remember the like last month we had the really crazy windy rain and like
Yeah.
flooded everywhere, and unfortunately we had flooded the window uh,
Oh no.
display, and I was on my own in the shop, and you know when you're having that the moment that you are having this water coming out, your first time, you don't know what to do. So I was kind of let the water coming in.
Oh.
Then suddenly people coming in with the the bucket or just helping me to take the stuff from windows and this and that. So everyone coming in to help me, and yeah, it was really nice.
Oh, that's great. So you've got a little community going on there.
Yeah, so yes, please come to Thornton Arcade to experience all that independent shop. Yeah.
And Miss Sasa, what will you be doing with the rest of your day today?
So I'm going to shop now, and I have one men's shirt and the dress to make, which is one is new customer, and then the lady is kind of with us for quite a long time, and she's lovely. Um, so yeah, I'm going to be in a shop upstairs in that area making garment, which I do love. Um, and then yeah, if someone coming in for the first time, I'm I'm looking forward to see the first time meeting with new customers to say hi, and yeah, it's every day is to have a shop every day is you don't you you don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, very exciting.
Oh, good. So you've got a nice creative afternoon ahead of you.
Yes.
Well, thank you ever so much for speaking to me. I'll put lots of links in the podcast notes so that people can come and find you and come and meet you and see your shop and experience all the other lovely things that Thornton Arcade has to offer.
Lovely. Sounds lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Masato Jones was such a fantastic guest. Do go and check out his store in Thorntons Arcade. And if you're getting ready for Christmas, you could always order me one of his gorgeous hoodies. I'd be most grateful. I always feature a Leeds-based band or musician on every podcast episode, and I put a shout out for songs on social media, and I was sent just some cracking songs by the folksome indie rock band Silverlode. All of the tracks that they sent were amazing, and I would really encourage you to look at the links and the podcast notes and check them out because I just think they've got such a unique sound. I loved them. But I had to choose a song, and I chose Richard's Office. Check it out. I think you'll really, really enjoy it.